And welcome back. We're picking up where we left off last time in End of Legends. As, I suppose, the Roving Clans here. Our main quest here is pushing us to go invade one of our neighbors. Of course, we're not allowed to declare war. So, traditional methods of invading, which is declaring war and sending our troops after them, is not within our options. Right, we have as a trait as the Roving Clans here, good old make trade not war. We're not allowed to declare war. That doesn't stop us from raiding and pillaging, although it does kind of get in the way. And the reason is because we have to make use of neutral third parties, even if we train the neutral third parties. We do have access to freelance guards. This, I think, technically allows us to make privateers a era earlier than everyone else. So we're going to basically, probably in this part, raise up an army to probably go invade the neighbors and burn down a couple of their regions. In the meantime, our economy is going to continue to expand. So working on lookout towers there, looking at towers there. I think the one lookout tower that made sense to be built here has been built. Yeah, I suppose that one actually wouldn't be too bad. Add that one to the pile. And then we can see most of this area because we put lookup towers area. So mostly we've reached the point in the game where we're so rich that we invent technology and buy all versions of that technology. We're gonna get all the buildings associated with the technology. I think we're gonna cycle a turn here, get our advanced harvesters online, and then we may be thinking about trying to build up 2 or 3 armies to go sort of declare neutrality, or declare that they're not associated with us to go burn down the neighboring towns. Where are we diplomacy-wise? Well, the other thing we might want to do is negotiate peace. So the people that we're going to go burn down can't invade us. Okay, so we have enough that we can definitely negotiate that. Okay, let's cycle the turn. Let's get the advanced services online. It's 1 to 15, no, 1 to 13 turns till the next winter. Might actually want to wait until after winter passes, especially because winter just arrived. So hit them as soon as spring comes, maybe. So we got advanced harvesters done, researched. So we'll go develop those rapidly. We have rare metal foundries coming up next in 3. Winters come. Food stockpiles are more expensive. Industry stockpiles are cheaper. And then we don't have the Quicksilver to refresh the Quicksilver. Okay. End of winter is 3 to 15 turns. So we have the hydromill deposit there. Let's buy that out so it's immediately done. Are there any other deposits of usable luxuries? It might have just been the hydromill. Anyway, that's actually a little disappointing. Yeah, looks like it's just the hydromill. In the meantime, we're gonna pile up some money. Oh, it's also winter, so we get to go after the pearls. You can pick up that one, or almost pick up that one. Okay, so that's that turn. Cycling the turn. The pearls definitely open up some more specialist buildings we can potentially build. Hydrometal extractor is done. Here we are sitting with the Empire plan. I'm not rich enough to do what we did last time. Oh no, I am rich enough to do what we did last time. I am. Okay. Not enough to run two 600s. Could run the building cost reduction, but we don't really need it. I'm gonna run dust science. Yeah, we did last time. Level 6. We'll get more dust there. If you can get level up again, we can disable the winter effects on that city. And we got that pearl, that pearl, that pearl, and that pearl. Besides, let's see. Okay, we picked that one up. To get that one. Can't quite get there this turn. And we're saving up money right now. The more money we can save up, the sort of the bigger the army we can deploy when we decide to go to war. Well, so I say war. We're pacifist. We can't actually declare war when we start to go privateering. Do a raiding. Okay, up to 50 pearls. We got that one little one over there. Okay. Again, waiting for winter to end here. So if I'm building an army, I might as well actually build the army. During the winter here, while waiting for time to pass. Buy out the Abbey of Anomalies. Looking for things that obviously make us money, and or we can quickly translate into a raiding army. Obviously when the time comes. Basically the moment that summer hits, I'm going to basically buy out the two armies here and throw them near the borders, and we can swap them to privateers and quickly overrun the neighbors. That's the plan. There's our rare metal foundries. I have some, right? Yeah, we got Mithrite in the capital region. Hyperium there. That's Hyperium. Yeah, Hyperium down there. Right ahead. Oh, and that's already underneath our district, so we're already extracting that one. Okay, buy out the Mithrite extractor, buy out the Hyperium extractor. Next is Isolation Science, which is more growth, so we can get our cities bigger. I will need more palladium Let's see. Can I get more palladium off the market? Barely. We'll take it because we don't want it falling into other people's hands. I guess we'll grab the Hyperion as well. Same sort of logic. Don't want it falling into other guys' hands. Don't need the adamantine as much. And again, sort of waiting here for the winter to end, and then we'll probably send 2 armies off on a raiding campaign to try to burn down some of the neighboring territory. Some plausible deniability once talking to the raiders, obviously. Can't just have them in our cities. Oh, I don't have this army up to modern equipment. My archers that are out of date? The archers are out of date. Easy enough to fix. Throw some dust at them. And then your newest fanciest equipment. With that, we go ahead, cross the border, steal some of their some pearls, and cross the border back again. Okay, well, it's still winter. Let's see if we can negotiate that official peace. So that's the minimum requirements for peace. They're obviously opposed to just the minimum. I could give them technologies. I don't think that's a great idea. Give them all the dust. I'm gonna give them luxuries. Save for maybe our gold. Gets us up to that. That's not enough. And then we have adamantine. Yeah, we'll give them some adamantine. I don't really want to give them adamantine, but that's a start, let's say. Okay, we'll make that offer. And we're now at peace with them. So now they can't attack us. And it would be very expensive from an influence standpoint then begin to war stance with us. But again, we can make use of our money, make up some armies, make up some privateers, and then the neutral pirates can just cross the border and go a pillaging. Level 11. We'll get even more raw industry from you. Probably move on to city upkeep next. And that's the end of winter. Strange crop of mushrooms appears, and its spores cause confusion and hesitation, even for the most highly trained minds. Okay. Isolation Lance is complete. Activate our gold booster again. Yeah, let's buy out, have the entire army deployed next turn, and then we'll go raiding. And then to activate the newest tech stuff, I need palladium. So we'll buy it as it comes available. Don't happen to have any palladium deposits, do I? No, I don't. I've got adamantine. I think I've got everything except for palladium. That might actually make it a little bit complicated to enact that technology. It's red saying that's not palladium. No idea if the places I'm about. Well, I'm pretty sure the places I'm about to burn down don't have it. So it might just be a little bit of a rare thing on this map. No winter for at least the next 4 turns. So let's cycle the turn. This army will be ready for deployment. Oh, and we need it for the next tech as well. I might be looking for some resources I don't have. Okay. Okay, deploy the army. Retrofit the army because we've got it to get up to the most wanted stuff. Run it over the border, and then we can fly it for privateering on the next turn. Level 7. It's not winter, but we can prep for no negative effects from winter. Basically buffer for next winter. You've hit level 4. You're my army commander. So I probably want to work all the way up to the top here for no negative effects. But more vision on the army is not terrible. Population there has grown to 8. That means you can get into the Borough Street. We'll go there, because that'll give you a happiness plus. If we check to make sure we don't have any Borough Streets to build anywhere. I think the answer is no. Combination of winter and not having good farming techs implemented right now means our cities aren't growing the fastest because we're over-focusing on dust. Although over-focusing on dust is generating a lot of revenue. Okay, so we're on the border. Now switch the privateers mode as the army contains non-mercenary units. Okay, never mind. This is not an army we can use this for. So I get myself some mercenaries. That's easy enough to do. I just sell these armies off and use it to buy some mercenaries. Units. Why can't I deploy to that city? Oh, because the mercenaries deploy in the city. Fair enough. That clears up the space, so we can route more units. It's been a little while since I've run mercenaries in this game. Run privateers. Then we can make that into an army. And then we run the army to the border. And we can translate the army into being privateers. There we go. So next turn, those are going to go through stuff. Okay. Yeah, probably worth getting some navy. Now that I realized we can have some navy stuff. Probably want a full fleet of 6, which I can't afford this turn, but we will in future turns. Construction queue there. So we'll get you training troops to sell. Oh, the Wild Walkers have been destroyed. That's not great. I have a feeling that our raiding army here is going to get jumped by those guys. Just a mild suspicion. Can't quite afford you. And I suppose it should be... Well, there's no palladium to be bought at the moment, so that's fine. Okay. Cycle into the turn. We were not the first to defeat 3 armies led by Hero. Someone else got Eye of the Far Thinker. Common friends are a good thing. We may be less likely to end up across battle lines. Okay. Okay, so we'll resolve this fight. And yeah, we don't win that fight, as I sort of suspected. I'll have to group up a larger raiding force for the future. Now that we've got a fleet, we're going to use the fleet to take over some of the seas. With any naval unit, end your turn on weather tiles for 4 of the 5 types. Or I could just attack. We'll just attack. I think this can just take the fight. There we go. Failed the quest, obviously, because we have control of the outpost anyway. That gives us access to a listening post and hydromill facility, glass steel facility. So we're getting some glass steel, getting some hydromill from the locale. Got nothing in the production queue. We'll get you building troops for the moment. Okay, well, let's grab more mercenaries. We've got those 2 survived. We'll give it enough time to recover. Might actually get up to 2 armies this time. So obviously we won't be able to do this turn because there isn't enough mercs. Much like there are roaming armies on land, there is also roaming armies at sea. Okay, that works for me. Easy victory for our navy. Center of influence, Mithridite. You're big enough to get another Burrow Street. Let's build there. To take advantage of a little bit more river. And then that's something worth buying out, so we'll buy out the Burrow Street. Oh, you have a Burrow Street to grab. Cycling turn. Looks like we're probably going to roll back into another winter here before we do any more raiding. Yep, there's another piece of palladium. We'll buy that piece of palladium. Again, all the constructions I kind of want to do right now cost palladium. Borer's Guild, if we had a palladium mine, it would be really good right now, because it would be +1 strategic resource. But we don't have that type of mine, so it actually doesn't make much of a difference. So as with Parlay, we'll see what these guys want, and if they don't want anything easy to do, we will attack them. Return to the Bastion when we're ready to give them 200 dust. Sure, have 200 dust. Hero-led army attacked the Bastion in the same region. Not, what is that one? Hero-led army. Okay, so that would be, I'd have to put an army in, a hero in the army. Which is hard to do. I don't think we can do that while I'm at sea. In fact, go see if we can get that to work. To be fair, I don't even think I'm gonna put a... I'd say, yeah, I don't even think I can put a hero on the sea. I don't have that tech. That's, unlike travel on water ships. Yeah, I don't have the shipyard tech. No heroes go boating. Yeah, I think no heroes go boating for us. Because we don't have shipyard. So if that's the case, I probably just want to go burn the place down at this point. We humor them while we could. Okay, cycling the turn. Warriors Guild's done. Endless Mechanisms next. This will give us another pass at all the ruins and potentially some useful resources. Someone else has gone ahead and brought up a Guardian. Wings of Ruin. Search the highlighted ruin. Okay. Single flying unit of level 4 minimum. Search the highlighted ruin. Well, I don't have winged units. We're not flying this game, so that will have to be passed up on. 1, 2, going back for 3 for the science, and then real funding to end it off, and then we're in 5. Dust buildings from that area are good. Okay, market, no palladium to be bought. Let's pick up the army so we can build a raiding army quickly. And just like that, we've got another army. This time of mercenaries, so again we can plug these guys as privateers and send them across the border. We're going to send across 2 this time and see if that works a little better than sending 1. Otherwise, we are making a bunch of money one way or the other. Oh, I forgot, I can probably install the strategic boring guild. Mining rights. Mining rights to the top where it's available to pick up. I don't have enough. Ah, it's actually glass steel running out of, interestingly enough. Or not glass steel, the titanium running out of. At least that's cheap enough to buy a bunch of. This might be letting me build the mining rights wherever, regardless of what I have a strategic in there. So I might not technically need it everywhere. Yeah, you've got a strategic, you've got a strategic, you've got a strategic. Yeah, the capital has a strategic. Oh, apparently I put the city on a strategic. Okay, so... yeah, they all have strategics. Okay, so that's why I'm able to build the mining guild over. Just double checking. And then we put growth in on you. So turns out for the next thing. Let's go ahead and end the turn. Hopefully we don't end up with a winter. Or maybe we do end up with a winter. That probably wouldn't be the worst thing while we're raiding. It would prevent them from responding right away. Technology stocks return to normal. Good. Go release each to a couple turns, and we taken by storm. I suppose the next thing to work on after those mines would be... automated production should be doable everywhere if I've got enough glass steel. Of course, I don't have enough in the inventory right now. Yeah, that's the point of doing the strategic extraction. Tech first, or building first. So you're gonna want it. You're gonna want it. You're gonna want it. Well, everyone's gonna want it because industry is just good. Oh, I'm out of adamantine for the moment. Buy some off the market. Okay. And then as far as buying the mining guild, we bought it there. You're the next slowest. Oh, no, they spent most of the money obviously buying the strategics, so that's an option at the moment. Fair enough. Vile Tide. Imperium. The little regions down here do not have fortresses to take over. Cycle the turn. Decent chance it's going to be winter. Nope, looks like it isn't. We do get to explore all the ruins again. The endless mechanism. Our primary general has bonuses to ruin exploration, so we'll send them around specifically to do all the exploration. One of the armies in a different region has the treasure received. Okay. We are apparently the second mouse. Colossal danger. A guardian headed for Kared can be defeated in battle. It can also be redirected towards another empire and activate 2 Titan Bone boosters. Okay. Do I have enough to buy 2 Titan Bone boosters? I suspect the answer is no. I might have enough to buy 1. Some extra dust. Build a city improvement to increase your empire's influence, get 35. Okay. This is the army, I think that one of these guys is the quest army. Okay, that's one dealt with. I won't actually be able to attack the other one, but the other one will probably potentially attack me. How's the siege going? Minus 24. I suppose you're technically not participating in the siege. There we go. I'll double the siege rate. In 2 turns, we'll probably auto-resolve it. Have enough to buy you? No. I do have enough palladium to do the plow factory, although I'll queue that up at the capital. Oh, I've already got the plow factory built in the capital. Do we want, I don't want the, well, 25% food's tempting, but I'm going to do the plow factory first. It's, well, where the plow factory is available. Where the plow factory isn't available presumably means I've built it already. Haven't built it there. Okay. Near the end of the game, the buildings do get reasonably expensive. There's also another building cost decrease we can be running for buying. There we go. Got the 35 wine. How important that is maybe up for debate, but we got it. First, discover a total of 3 science-based technologies from any era. Okay. He's 1 hero in a transport ship. Well, that's not happening because we're not researching transport ships. First, ocean control. Controlling all the fortresses in the ocean increases the resource generated by the facilities, dust and science incomes from the trade routes crossing the ocean, and the vision range of the fortresses. Of course, we failed the quest because, you know, we got rid of the people who we were doing the negotiation with. Home of Endless Savagery. Guardian Slayer. Potentially might come in useful if we end up getting into a fight with one of the Guardian controllers. Buy out that mining rights. He carries basically bought everything off the market. Okay. Anyway, no more Titan bones to buy yet. It was palladium we want for one thing. The other one was glass steel, wasn't it? The automated production. I have enough for the Throne of Emperors. That wouldn't be too terrible to pick up. Should probably save over the Reliquary. The Reliquary is money. It is 45 of that. Okay. Automated production over there. Automated production over there. Did we queue up automated production here? No, we're not going to afford to, so let's you at the top of the production queue. There we go. Got 3 things of mining rights complete, which are increasing our yield. You've lit 12. I'll do 1 percentile. We'll do the upkeep reduction right now. The percentile is probably stronger, but... Okay, you hit 7, so we're doing the run up to the no negative effects from winter. Looks like there's no army coming in. We'll give it one more turn on the siege just to get rid of the full defenses here. Fortification will be fully gone next turn. Search the temple ruins revealed with the rays of dust of the strong infantry hero. Nothing there. Shame. Buy a little bit more antiquity. Do that. Grab the plow factory and the mining rights. And we cycle the turn again. We get single core next turn, which in theory means our armies can all get a little bigger. Give it level 7. Let's grab a cold operator. Let's officially take the city by storm. Then as part of that, we're going to have to backfill the territory, of course. Upgrade our satellite with the extra move speed. And we're in here, probably on the river. Probably right on top of the stasis pillar. Okay. Get some extra dust from exploring that location. I think that one's the only one left that we can explore. That is bringing a level 4 infantry hero. We've got archer hero, archer hero. I suppose I could probably pull one of the garrison commanders out, one of the governors out. I really want to interact with them, but I don't, frankly. Move the hero down here to the over here and you. So it'll deploy his next turn. Do we have anything interesting to buy? We have a palladium. Buy a palladium. And then buy up the mining rights for a little bit more yield. Okay, there's Signal Core. Public Library will just be able to buy basically everywhere at the same time. Yep, that needs to be responded to. Just show off how quickly we are moving around our empire, that we can just bring an army from the far side of the map, well, far side of the empire, right up next to the thing. So this is the quest spawned Guardian. Do you have an open inventory slot? No. Army damage boost is probably fine. I was thinking maybe tossing the Guardian Slayer on there. If I got an empty slot, I'm not gonna bother. Yep. And then we just start the fight here. I could manually fight this battle, but I think the auto-resolve is just gonna give it to us. We're gonna probably take some casualties, which is acceptable. There we go. We took one casualty. That's acceptable. Problem dealt with. We managed to activate one Titan Bone, but that wasn't enough time. Hail to the Empire! The Rostro City has been avoided, and something of power that lurks deep in the Nerugia has been revealed. Okay. So I like the approval. I would like to keep the approval. It's tempting to continue to go farther down on one of these. Can't afford to go all the way out to the end. I can afford that if I give up the science. Let's give up the science. In a way, that gives us more science anyway, because one of our bigger sources of science is the trade routes. Bonus on rivers, bonus on terrain with dust, strategic, or more dust. Percent call dust. The strategic here is fairly valuable. It is the Imperium. The purple stuff. Yeah, we'll stack up the strategic. Might not be the most powerful choice, but... Okay. Solve the siege there. That siege, our offensive siege isn't done yet. Population of the city has grown, although not enough to get another district in. That was the level up we just dealt with. Okay. This boat is still boating. Of course, I lost my horse archers. Okay, then we want to get you back over to the border over there. The settler is done. We can actually get you right to where we want to set the city up in the first turn here. And a new city rises. Now, we're going to want the Mill Foundry, the Dust Dredger, the Empire Mint, the sewage system, the Central Market, negotiate, or right away, negotiating tactics. Probably do want the irrigation network. Fish farm requires to have coastline. Got the glass steel, so we'll do the dust refinery and the dust depository. That's a bit weak, but we got the resources for that. Trade route's not terrible. Glass steel extractor probably wants to be one of the earlier things we build. Well, there's a decent chance that's going to get burnt down by the rebels. Okay. My Empire plan's next turn, isn't it? Plan available next turn. Okay, let's cycle the turn so I get my cost decrease before I spend all that money. Because it'll be cheaper next turn. It'll be about 33% cheaper next turn. Even with winter being here. Automated production is done in the capital. -1 on terrain in the Secret Lake. But I like my dust. Let's work on the reliquary. So I can plop that there. Be done in 6 turns if we don't fight out. Well, it's a good thing we're at peace with the red guys. That would be an unfortunate thing to have come across the border in a couple turns. Or Tinner Temple and Ruins before the end of this winter. Okay, that's either really easy, because we've got Temple Ruins nearby to explore, or that's really hard, because we don't have any Temple Ruins nearby. We happen to have Temple Ruins, so it's not going to be too bad. Winter is at least 12 more turns, so we got some time. Probably not worth the resources I'm putting into it for what I'm getting out of it, which is more glass steel, but... Okay. And then buying stuff off the market. Oh, there's someone sold palladium to the market. Whoever that was, thank you. I need that palladium. I don't need the Hyperium as much. We'll take the Animatine. Oh, not taking the Animatine, I don't have enough money for it. This turn. Next turn I will. Grow the capital more. Actually, delay putting on the capital, because the capital is not going to grow. Well, not going to be. It's going to probably hard build stuff. So where else would I want it? Would I want it down here? Kind of. That would get me down to the coast. Where do I want these food buildings? Oh, the one where we put the specialty science building, I think it's this one. Yeah, it would make sense to probably build in this one if that's the case. Trying to figure out where I'm going to spend my 24 palladium here. Green with food. Exploitation is probably what we want, yeah. So exploitation's a little bit more generous than train with food. Exploitation's everything. Train with food is the train already has to have food on it. Now, most of my terrain has food on it in most of my cities, so both of them frequently apply. Okay, public library is next turn, as well as we're going to burn that city down. And we're going to try public library, and then I'm going to try to buy that settler here. Again, quickly run over and grab the zone. So, buy the settler, buy the public library. You're going to want the public library. Sure, everyone wants the public library. Plus 10 science is just plus 10 science. Oh, and you're just straight going to buy it and build it out in one turn, so that's fine. Put it at the top of the queue. Buy it out here. It's cheap and we want it done. Still working on automated productions. It's cheap. We'll buy to get it done. I don't need those horse archers yet, so we'll put it in the top of the queue. Don't need those cavalry. We'll buy right here. Here we go. You're level 9. 2 more, and we'll get no negative effect from winter on you, and you'll be really good in winter for running around. As a general, population has changed. You've grown to 8, which in theory means you get another street, Borough Street. Buy both of those out. Both done next turn. We got an army. When the settler runs up here, where do I want the settler in here? Ideally, we want it someplace where it's going to make a bunch of money, which is probably the lake and the river area up there. Okay. Reward 35 10 points. Nice. I would make a comment. We have a quest to use a Titan Bone Booster, except we don't anymore. The quest, the other option on the quest came to us. Fortification, approval, influence, building production cost, resources, non-strategic resources. Toss up between these two. I'm gonna go. This is the one that sort of goes with our primary objective the most, so we'll go with that one. We'll need more villages to make that really worthwhile, but you're level 5. You're working also up to get the no winter penalty. Cycle the turn. I'm gonna see if the settler can run all the way up to where we want to put the next city up. And then probably bring the part to a close and see how much progress towards victory we've made. New quest added, the Festival of Dust. Garrison 2 Delver units in your capital and produce 1,006 dust per turn for 5 turns to get the Band of Merriment. 15 approval in cities. Bring the Delver celebrants to your capital city and produce enough dust to fuel the voracious celebrations. Okay. There's no rush to get that done. Ah! Well, that's not going to be tolerated. That's not going to be tolerated. No siree. There we go, new city. It's definite. I want that first turn. Okay. And again, we're pretty rich, so we're just gonna buy most of these. And we basically bought the entire city in one go. They've arrived, and now they have a city. And sure, we'll follow the iceworks. Again, I'm not... No, we'll buy the iceworks out as well. Look, the towers aren't super important to be done quickly. Here we go. Concrete and virtual. Closer investigation, the ruined temple showed a trapped body and a strange indication. Strange indications. This is certainly worth pursuing. Okay, bunch of dust. Cool. Guildland army search the... Oh, this is lust for loot again. Search the location on the map. That's not too hard to do. We'll try to do that. In fact, we can do that one this turn. Okay. It's going to be 3 more of those. We might not be able to do all of them. Although, it's one of those quests where it's the more you do, the better it is. 30 Hyperion's not terrible. 40 Animatine's not terrible either. Okay, back there. That's not too bad. It's distracting me from collecting pearls, but... And it's safe enough to go on the ice because we know the ice is not going to unfreeze for 10 turns. So we got that quest going. That's the previous step in that quest. Things are going well. I suppose at some point we want to recruit 2 delvers in the capital. 2 dredge in the capital. If I'm going to recruit 2 dredge, I might as well equip them with the finest of equipment. And then dredge are a bit on the slow side, so we definitely want to speed buff them. We want you to go faster. And then you've got stun, so you probably want improved initiative. Or trying to go earlier. We've got some quests that involve dredge, so getting 2 of them would not be terrible. Okay, I think that's going to be the turn here. I should bring this part to a close. Let's quickly take a glance at how progress is going on our objective here. We are 2nd in score, 3rd in elimination, 3rd in expansion, but we are up to 40% in economy. So we went from 18 to 40%, so another 22% victory progress in about an hour of gameplay. And of course our dust is not increasing as much as I'd like, but it's holding pretty steady up at around 5k. So we'll see if we can keep that going. If you're watching on YouTube, we'll have another part up tomorrow. If you're watching on Twitch, feel free to hang around. I'm going to take a short break here so I can get up, stretch the legs, sip some tea, and then we'll be back to record the next one. So until the next one, I'm going to wish you all the best of luck and a good time. Catch you all in the next part and/or stream, and bye for now.